for what it's worth.
I agree, man. They got some good teams out there. I mean,
Yeah.
Murray and Charleston are like your 7 and 8 quote unquote seeds. I mean, those are good programs.
100%. 100%. So yeah, I'm loading up odds for tomorrow's slate here. As my tablet continues to load, the first game of the day is Illinois State and Cornell at noon here. The Big Red laying 6. You can find a 5.5 out there. You can get a 6.5. We're using my bookie lines right now. Use promo code TCE SGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Mac, what are you doing on this one? The Redbirds and the Big Red.
Yeah, this is a good game here. We got Cornell coming off of 3 road games back at home here before the break. I'm going to bet this. I think the line's telling. I will lock up Cornell. I think I'm going to take the home team early tip here, and we're going to fade Illinois State off of the big week of beating St. Louis and then beating the hell out of Northern Illinois. I'm going to fade the Redbirds on the road. Where's the music at? Give me the Big Red. Chew that gun. What are you doing?
I'm taking Cornell. I'm not betting it, though.
You are unreal. That's all I got to say.
All right.
Got to log up some games. Colby ain't here.
Yeah. Game number 2.
Bully culture. I believe in it.
Game number 2 is Binghamton and Army. Army's laying 4.5.
Army is laying 4.5. Ugh. That's a lot of points to lay with Army. I know they're off back-to-back. I won't pick against Army because I love Army, but it feels like Binghamton probably will be the right side. Close game. Army wins by 5. I'll lay it.
Binghamton's won 5 in a row.
Oh, man.
One of them against a non-D1.
How many have they won on the road? 2. Wow.
2 of those. At Lafayette, at Lemoyne.
I mean, Army, Sunday afternoon. Should be a good spot. Put this over here. Sorry. I'm trying to get organized.
I'm going to take Binghamton in the points. I'm not a huge fan of Army laying points in general.
All right. I think that's fair. As much as I want to bet Army, I can't do it. They win, though, because they're the greatest ever.
Morgan State heads into Ames, Iowa.
Oh, God.
The Cyclones of Iowa State are laying 43.5 points.
Play it. Morgan State's off like their big win at home. They are 6-8 on the year. I don't know. I feel they're gonna kill them.
4 of the wins are against non-D1.
True.
The other D1 win is NJIT.
You are making valid points. Iowa State.
Can I make another valid point?
Iowa State's fucked around, though, kind of in these bye games the last 10 minutes of the game. Like, they don't fuck around where they almost get beat.
It's not the last 10 minutes of the game, dude. They've never opened these up this season.
They've been close at the 10-minute mark, and then they just kind of cruise. Are you betting Morgan?
I want to, but they haven't given me anything to make me like it. So I'm taking the points, but I'm not pulling the trigger there.
Iowa State has Big 12 play on deck.
Yes.
I should say to everybody playing tomorrow is probably going to have their league opener or a league game on deck after Christmas. Nobody's going to play tomorrow than Tuesday. Everything is a look ahead to Christmas right now in league play.
Yep. Bryant and Towson do battle tomorrow.
Here we go.
Towson's laying 2 somehow.
Do you know the losing streak Towson's on right now?
Yep. That's why I said somehow. They've lost 6 in a row. Towson,
lock. This is the one. They blew the game. Dude, they blew the Robert Morris game. Up 7 with a minute 30 left. Up 17 at halftime. Towson is getting this one done. Happy holidays. Towson wins.
So are you claiming that this one smells?
I mean, a team that's off a 6-game losing streak laying points against a quality team of Bryant, I think it does stink a little bit, but all over Towson here.
I'm taking Bryant. I think they've been the better team this season so far.
Want to battle?
No, I'm not betting that one either.
On a little Sunday action on Monumental Network. What the fuck is that?
Monumental Network?
Oh, I think that's that fucking bullshit Washington Wizards network that sucks ass.
Where are you pulling that from?
I got my app pulled up. It says Monumental. I actually get it down here, so
really
it'll pop up on YouTube TV. It won't be a multi-view because fucking lazy fucks don't work anymore now that they raised the fucking prices. Fucking lazy fucking. Never mind. I'll go on a rant. Political rant. Just keep going. Cut me off. Eject.
All right, we'll do. Kent State's getting 20.5 in Tuscaloosa. Alabama, the Crimson Tide. All right, are they going to be able to pull away from Kent State, a good mid-major, after just struggling against North Dakota? Is this a bounce-back spot?
You know, I mean, Kent already went to Auburn, and Auburn completely dressed that game up. Anybody that watched that game knows that was not a wire to wire cover. I kind of think Kent's the right side. I'm trying to think. They have not played, and we're getting Alabama.
I'm close to pulling the trigger on this. So I think Kent State's a pretty good team this season. They got a lot of if I remember correctly, they grabbed a couple of power conference transfers in the offseason. I don't think that they're going to be too outmatched here. Alabama probably wins this one by double digits, but I'm going to take the points. Alabama hasn't beaten a team by 20 plus all season long. Besides, missed one. UNC Asheville, game 1 of the year.
I'm going to lock Kent. I'm with you. I think this is that McNeese game all over again. I think Kent plays hard enough. I think Alabama is not good enough defensively. They let Kent hang around. Alabama wins by 13.
Is Kent good enough offensively to score if this turns into a firefight?
Well, Senderoff is not going to let it. Like, he's going to play. That's what he did against Auburn. He's going to drag that thing as much into the mud. Auburn got it done because they fucking pressed at the end of the game with that fluke cover in the last minute.
It's an interesting matchup. Alabama plays at the 7th fastest pace in the country. Kent State's in the 300s. So I don't love it. I'm going to take the points with Kent State, though.
All right. I'll fly solo. Give me Kent State here. Lock it up.
I'm a peacock. You got to let me fly.
I guarantee Colby will lock this up, so you guys can probably put that down for him. But, actually, I shouldn't say that. He locked up St. John's at the dunk and then tried to argue the right side, even though they never covered the number once.
Oh, man.
You got to call him out. You got to call that guy out every now and then. He was a jackfuck on that take.
Purdue Fort Wayne heads into Ann Arbor to play Michigan. The Wolverines are laying 20 points.
Give me a handicap. I'm going to listen to you. This is your team. I think Fort Wayne's probably the right side, but I don't want to bet it.
So I like the Fort Wayne team this year, and I've taken them in most of these high major get-up spots. UCF, Penn State, they covered both of those. Michigan, on the other hand, when they've played weaker opponents, they make mistakes, but they play at such a fast tempo that they just gain the possessions, and they've been money from 3. 2-game losing streak for Michigan. Arkansas, Oklahoma, specifically this Oklahoma game, they did not shoot the 3-ball well at all. It was I'm trying to pull up the number, 4 for 28 in that game. But for the season, I mean, they're shooting at 33.5%. I think it's a bounce back game, but at the same time, 20 points is a hell of a lot of points, and there's an opportunity for a backdoor here with a solid program like Purdue Fort Wayne. So I think taking the points is the right decision with Kaufman's group, Team TCE, Mastodons.
I'm with you, but I'm not going to lock it just because Michigan is off back-to-back losses. But I don't feel comfortable laying any of these big numbers with the Sunday before Christmas. Everybody's got a flight planned later in the day. They're thinking about how to get there, get to the airport. It's a lot of distractions. You see a lot of upsets on this final day before Christmas. So I think the Mastodons will play, but Michigan is a little bit we need to right the ship here. Michigan wins by 18.
All right. You know what we've got on Sunday? We've got a matchup for bragging rights.
Yeah.
No NIL money on the stake. No, I don't know what else. They're not playing for money. They're only playing for bragging rights, dude. Illinois and Mizzou. Do you know the history of this matchup? Recent history, I guess.
The last
they do hate each other.
Couple of years have been fucking blowouts.
Yes. Yep. Missouri's actually fared a little bit better recently, actually. Illinois used to run this.
Yep.
But Missouri's won 4 of the last 6. Last year, though, Illinois 97-73. Year before that, Missouri 93-71. Year before that, Illinois 88-63. Just the last 3 have been brutal blowout fashion. The COVID years were close. 7-point win for Mizzou, 3-point win for Mizzou. Then it grew back again. 16-point win for Mizzou. This matchup, I thought I was diving into the history. I thought Illinois owned it a little bit more. I like Illinois. I think it's a short number. Missouri, they've won 10 games in a row. When are they going to come down? Illinois off the Tennessee loss.
I don't like the matchup for Illinois. I think
Missouri. Why? Because of the youth and inexperience?
Yeah. I think last year, Illinois, best team in probably since 2005, drilled them. Missouri, worst team in forever. I think Missouri is a lot better. I think they're more athletic, tougher. I think this is another SEC get-up spot. I am locking up Missouri. Missouri's going to win the game outright and get revenge of last year.
Not technically a home game. It's in St. Louis. This game actually draws pretty 50-50.
It's true. Yeah, it's a true 50-50.
Yeah, to my memory. So,
you betting it?
Yeah, I'm on the Illinois side. -2.5. I think it's short. I think they're the much better team this year.
All right, lock battle here.
I gotta be bold at some point going against Missouri with my take there. I don't think they're a good team this year.
No, Bieniek riding the Big Ten. Illini. I'll take the SEC to fucking win another one. The Tigers.
All right. We then have another SEC game. Mac, you going to lock this one up? Oklahoma -29 against Central Arkansas?
I should lock up fucking Central Arkansas, shouldn't I?
No, you shouldn't. That team's so bad.
Dude, there's no way I could lock up Oklahoma. They're fucking 11-0, and they just won a game out of their ass the other night.
Central Arkansas has played 3 bye games this year. 38-point loss to BYU, 35-point loss to Utah, 25-point loss to Arkansas.
I'll take the points. No bet.
I'm also taking the points. So,
you fucking laid out all those reasons, and then you fucking didn't even bet it.
Well, it's just Oklahoma's off the Michigan game. They've got Christmas coming up. I'll take the mid-major to keep that one close. They probably pull in the reins. Iona Colgate is a good game tomorrow. Colgate, the Raiders, -4.5 And this, of course, is off the Vermont win last week. Iona just beat St. Peter's, too, last Sunday, too.
I will lock up our
Who?
Raiders.
What?
I'm locking this game. Colgate by double digits. Get this Iona shit out of here. Colgate's found themselves a little bit. They're going to start playing better into the Patriot League at home. Iona drilled them last year. Revenge on the mind. Colgate, big.
Fade Tobin. I'm laying the points.
Come on, lock it. You got to fade Tobin.
Nah. Don't feel great about that one at all.
Only live once.
3-8 versus 3-9. Two programs that are supposed to be so much better than they are. Who knows what's going to happen in that one?
Colgate, double digits. Chat loves Iona.
It's because I hate Tobin, so they want to like.
They're trying to get under your skin, Bieniek. Can't let them.
Sacred Heart plays Miami, Ohio tomorrow, and the Red Hawks are -7.5 as the home team in Oxford, Ohio.
Is this number kind of short?
I don't think so.
9 or 10. I'll lay it with Miami of Ohio. No bet. This kind of stinks to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Ken Palm's got this at 8 for what it's worth. I like Miami, Ohio here. I'm going to lay the points there, -7.5. New Hampshire plays Stonehill. Stonehill, dude. When was the last time they were laid 8 points?
They're a wagon. They're 6-7 on the year, and I think we should bet New Hampshire.
New Hampshire's 2-11. Their 2 wins are against UMass Boston and Endicott.
This is the spot.
Seriously,
like Stonehill, they've been a dog.
Can I sprinkle some of your handicapping upon you?
Yeah, what do you got?
Stonehill just had a back-to-back road, and now they're back home.
Yeah, but laying 8.5?
Isn't it kind of telling?
I think they're disrespecting the Wildcats.
All right.
I mean, the history. New Hampshire won it last year by 13. New Hampshire was laying 14.5. I mean, 23 points. Wow. I mean, last time they were favored, they did not cover against Commerce at home.
They beat Quinnipiac by 14 at home.
They did beat Quinnipiac at home. I think New Hampshire is the side here. Fringe law. Check the Picks page.
Radford does battle with South Carolina. The Gamecocks are -14 in Columbia, South Carolina.
What are your thoughts on this game? I mean, you got South Carolina off the Clemson big win. You got Radford coming in here. I think Radford's the side.
Initially, I kind of want to take South Carolina, but I'm hesitant with all of these high majors prior to Christmas, to be honest, and these mid-major games. So, Radford, though, in bye games,
they suck.
It hasn't been good. So,
hey, they covered Colorado State, though.
Yeah, Colorado State and Nevada.
It is hilarious. Like, you look at Radford's resume, 10-0 in non-bye games.
Yes.
0-4.
And they've gotten fucked up in those games.
Yeah.
I'll take the points, but
I'm not betting it. I'm with you.
Yeah,
it feels like a South Carolina 10-point win to me. That's what I'm taking.
Mercyhurst plays West Virginia, dude. And West Virginia is -32.
Oh, we're national champions. Is Rich Rod fucking running the offense over here? What's going on?
Urgent care going into Morgantown.
I'll tell you what, we've been fucking up teams in the bye games too, though. We kind of been like Michigan. We don't play around in these bye games.
Yeah, I mean, Kansas in the Big 12 opener is the next game right after the holiday.
I'll take Mercyhurst, West Virginia. My Mountaineers win by 29. I am not betting Mercyhurst. Fuck no. They had a nice Christmas party probably tonight downtown at Kegler's, the Wings.
The Wings.
They're going to go through the motions tomorrow. Win by 29. Too many for Breeze.
Yeah, I kind of have the same thought process as you. I'm taking the points with urgent care there. Montana State plays TCU tomorrow. This is in the we've been shit. We're like 3 games into the 2:00 slate. I wanted to write down the timestamp there, but TCU, Montana State in Fort Worth. The Horned Frogs are -11. Mac, your thoughts?
Montana State's kind of been shit on the road recently.
Yeah, this is their 3rd straight road game too. They have not competed in a single. At Northwestern was probably their best performance in a road game.
I mean, they're at USC, then they're at Riverside. Now they got to go to Texas. TCU, on the other hand, it's kind of gone through the motions. This feels like the TCU stomp spot.
Well, I don't know if they've gone through the motions or they're just not that good. And they lost their best player for the year.
It could be that.
They just had their Frankie Collins get-up spot, and they scored 58. Game 2 without Frankie, their point guard.
But they went like 3 for 27 from 3. Do we think that they're going to make – I think they're going to make some shots.
No, I think that's going to be more of the norm this year. I think TCU has the potential to be the worst
3
team.
3 for 27.
Jamie Dixon teams never really shoot that well.
3 for 27, though?
Stop shooting.
Come on. 3 for 27. I mean, 3 for 16 or 3 for 15, not 3 for 27.
I'm on the Bobcats, +11.
I'm on TCU. I think this is actually as low as the number has gotten for them in one of these bye games. I think this is a buy low for TCU here. Lock it up.
All right.
Buy low. I'm buy low on the Frogs. Where are we at? Jamie Dixon going to get that Christmas present. A jump shot for a couple of these guys. They're going to make a couple tomorrow. They're going to win by 18.
Can I take you? Will you follow me to the land down under?
What you got? McNeese?
American. Catching double digits against Virginia. American just got blown out against St. Joe's. But that was off of an overtime George Washington win, and they hadn't played a game in 2 weeks. I think this is a bounce back effort against Big Brother in the region.
I think you're right. I do think you're right. I mean, Virginia, that kind of was an air out of the sales game. I mean, that they gave everything the other day. I do think American will hang in here. Veteran team, low scoring game. Virginia wins 55-50. Take the 13. Let's go. 55-49.
Double lock there.
The total's 119. Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit. That's funny. Can I take you to the land down under again?
Who you got now, Noah?
The other hospital.
No. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah. Why don't you want me to do it?
That's why Wisconsin been fucking teams up.
29.5 against Wisconsin? No, they haven't. They only beat Chicago State by 21.
When was the last time Wisconsin played?
They struggled against the Mexicans. They played on the 14th.
All right. I think you talked me into it.
Yeah.
They better not get drilled, or I'm texting your ass tomorrow. They got Iowa on deck. They hate Iowa. All right, I'll do it. Let's go.
Let's go.
Detroit. Too many. 29's way too many.
For Wisconsin? Hell yeah.
Yeah. fucking hospital. They better fucking find a way. Too many. 8 points. They've been off for like over a week, so I do like that angle.
Penn plays George Mason tomorrow. This is in Fairfax. It's a home game for the Patriots, but they're laying 16, dude.
Yeah. Penn's off a big win, though.
Against Ryder?
Yeah, I mean, they hadn't won him forever.
They're not. They're not going to fall asleep playing George Mason, though.
Careful with Mason, though. They'll randomly fuck these bad teams up.
Yes, you're right. They just got drilled against Duke, too. It's probably a bounce back spot for George Mason. Because, like, if you look at the other game that they got drilled against a high major, right? George Mason lost to Marquette 82-63.
Yep.
They force-fed Stony Brook 94-56 the very next game. So, I think I like the Pats here.
It's time. It's tempting to fucking lock up George Mason, but I'm gonna stay away from it. They're gonna kill them. Check the picks page.
Yeah,
like you said, when they come home off these bigger games, they drill teams. Stony Brook, Coppin, Penn ain't that much better than those teams.
Yeah. I could get talked into a lock here, too. UC Santa Barbara hits the road to Springfield to play Missouri State here. The Bears are -2.
I'm assuming you want to take the Bears?
I like the Bears.
I like the Bears, too. Good spot. Fade Santa Barbara on the road.
It would only be their third true home game of the season.
Yep.
They beat Tulsa outright in triple overtime in a hell of a game. Then they beat UT Arlington, who I think is pretty good this season. And Santa Barbara, I think, is like borderline broken, and it's under the radar. Like, they're not nearly as good as they've been in years past.
I agree with you. I would like – I want to lock up Missouri State.
Yeah. UCSB on the road. They had a really good performance the second game of the year against Portland. But outside of that, 5-point win against San Jose, 11-point loss at UC Davis, 2-point loss against Loyola Marymount. I think this line's pretty accurate. I don't – if you're locking it, I'll go in. But
like you said, they're coming off the D2 home game. They didn't play well in that game either. I think it's a nice bounce back spot here. They beat Arlington at home. They beat Tulsa at home as well, like you said. I think that they pull away and beat Barbara now. Let's go.
All right, double lock.
Double lock on the Bears. Missouri State. All right, let's go.
All right. You reside in Richmond, Virginia. We're going to take you to Richmond, Virginia. Give us the handicap on Bill and Mary and VCU as the Tribe are catching 19 points. You can get an 18.5 out there too. But what are your thoughts here in this game taking place in your backyard?
I am going to lock this. I am going to lock the Rams of VCU. I think Bill and Mary wants to play at a decent pace here. I think there's going to be a lot of possessions. You don't want to play fast at the Siegel Center. And I'll take the bounce back spot off of the pit loss. Give me VCU to make a statement here and drill Bill and Mary. I think the line's telling that it's 19. VCU by 25.
I'm going to lock this up too. The only thing that you didn't mention that I'll bring up here is William and Mary just beat Richmond.
Yeah. Yep. On earlier in the week. So yeah, go from playing the Snails to playing Havoc. Let's go.
Yeah.
Damn it. And they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna go through the motions tomorrow, coming off the loss.
Yep. Can I take you to another lock of mine?
Damn, you're locking everything. I love it.
This slate is intriguing.
It's calling your name.
So Oral Roberts is getting 20.5 points in Stillwater against Big Brother Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
The only issue I see here is Oklahoma State just struggled with Tarleton. But they've got Houston next in the Big 12 opener. And Oral Roberts, the little brother here, I think they cover. My dog's throwing up. Hold on.
I think he's crazy. I'm not betting fucking Bob Roberts at Oklahoma State. Sutton's son is a former coach of Oral Roberts. He's on the Oklahoma State staff. Dude, I kind of want to bet Oklahoma State. They look like shit the other day. The same logic as TCU. Couldn't make a shot the other night. Couldn't throw it in the ocean. Bounce back. Cowboys blowout over Bob Roberts, his former job. All right. Next up here. I don't know where he's at on the fucking slate though. Well, I gotta wait for him because we got Oregon State, Charleston at 3:00. We got McNeese, Louisiana. We got Brown, Kansas. We got Houston, North Texas. We got New Orleans, LSU. We got Prairie View, Rice. Yeah, but I'm gonna lay that one. So, all right, let's keep this thing going. I'm gonna just go without Bieniek. Bieniek, who knows where Bieniek's at? Got to feed the dog, do whatever he's got to do. So we will keep this train going. 3:00 Eastern. Let's knock out this one. Prairie View, Rice. Rice is laying how many? 14.5, still 15. I kind of want to lock up Rice. I'm going to lock up Rice off of the D2 loss. They look like shit against Alcorn State as well. I will lock up Rice here to get right back at home, or third straight home game against Prairie View, who's been well below average. Give me the Rice guys to get this done. Houston Christian going to North Texas. North Texas like 23. Give me the points with Houston Christian. Houston Christian's been chippy, but the only thing I do not like is that Houston Christian just played in College Station. On the other hand, North Texas did not play well the other night. Actually, I'm going to Benedict this. I'm going to lay with North Texas. I think they win by 25. Noah, are you good with the dogs? He's not good with the dogs. I'll keep going until he's back. New Orleans, LSU laying 27.5. Lay it. Bieniek, are you back? What's he doing over there?
Fucking my chair just sank as soon as I
in your chair. What's going on?
My chair. Did you not see me just fall?
I saw you go like this. I was like, "What the fuck's he doing over there?"
Well, I gotta get the lever. It's stuck sometimes.
I locked up Oklahoma State with the Sutton angle, and then Eddie Sutton's son. He got fired from Oral Roberts. He's on staff at Oklahoma State. They played like shit the other night. I think they get up and they drill Bob Roberts. And then I laid it with North Texas, and I'm going to lay it with LSU. No bets on those games.
North Texas game against Houston Christian.
Yeah, I ended up laying it because of the quick turnaround for Houston Christian. But I saw the travel. No big conviction.
It's still a quick turnaround for North Texas. They played Friday.
Yeah, but they were at home. They don't have to travel. Houston
Christian's traveling from A&M to Denton.
That's a decent trip. It's a bus trip.
It's like
how far a bus ride is that?
Hour and a half.
From A&M to North Texas?
To Dallas?
You sure about
A&M's in the middle of Arlington and Houston.
Texas is a big state now.
Yeah. I know. It's not that bad. I'm taking the points of the Huskies.
3 hours.
Hour and a half.
Not as bad as I thought it was like 5 or 6. So it's actually not as bad as I thought. Mm-hmm. But I'm still North Texas, just wear them down on the 2 games in 3 days.
I'm also on the points with New Orleans too. I don't think LSU is that good. All right.
All right.
So Alcorn State and UAB.
I had that one circled next.
UAB's minus 21.5. What are you doing?
Lock. I think I should lock UAB. I think UAB's gonna. They drilled whoever the other night, the other bye game. I think that they're gonna make up for some of their early season doings, and yeah, I think they're gonna roll here. And I locked Rice, by the way. UAB and Rice, I'm locking.
UAB and Rice.
Rice is off the D2 loss, and they look like shit against Alcorn. They're playing Prairie View.
Yeah. Okay. I'm taking the points with Prairie View there. And I'm also taking the points with Alcorn.
Oh, yeah. You're going against my chalk favorites. What's going on here? You're the chalk guy.
Yeah. Swaction gets up in these little.
Swaction fucking thinking
Look
about
at
Christmas
around
presents. Swaction going to get fucking pounded tomorrow. They've been on the road since the fucking election. This is 50 days on the road for these SWAC and MEAC teams.
Yeah, I got to do quick research on this next one.
What game? I can talk you through it. It's all up here.
Damn, what year was it? What year did Kansas almost lose to a little school in Lawrence?
They do it every year. They always fuck around one game.
Isn't it during the holiday too?
Kinda. They haven't had it yet this year. If that's your angle,
it is. I'm trying to find. I thought it was around Christmas the one year.
I mean, they have the look ahead spots. I mean, they got to prepare for the national champions. Do you want me here?
I think I'm thinking of Eastern Illinois, which was after Thanksgiving.
Kansas, yeah, they won by 8.
They were losing that game in the second half for a minute there.
Yeah, and they fucked around also against Yale at home. It got blown open late. They won by 15, but that game was not a 15-point game. The other game the year before that they fucked around, it was like Southern Utah. They beat Southern Utah by 6 at the Fog. That was in November. Yeah. One year it was North Dakota State. There was another year. They always win, but they, of course, don't cover.
Technically had one of these already. They messed around with Oakland and then blew that open late. But,
it's usually a veteran coach, yeah.
I think Brown could compete here. 24.5 is a lot of points.
I mean, I hear you. You want to lock it?
No, I'm not betting.
They've been playing with their food. I don't know if I want to go against Fog tomorrow. Because then if you do go against the Fog in the wrong spot, you're just like, why did I fade the Fog and I'm down by 40 right now?
Well, that's why I'm showing discipline. I'm just like, I wouldn't be surprised if Brown competes tomorrow is the exact term I want to say.
If the problem is Brown's on like a 7-game win streak. I don't think, and they're 7-3. I don't think Kansas is just sitting there going, Brown sucks. I don't think they're going to sneak up on them.
I think they will.
Like EIU in Southern Utah, those were sneak up spots where Kansas literally did not show up.
Yeah.
Brown, like they drilled Furman. Like they were ready for Furman. They were ready for Wilmington. I'll take the points, though. Kansas wins by 22.
All right. Oregon State, Charleston. I think this is going to be a great matchup, a true matchup of styles. Charleston wants to fly. Oregon State wants to slow this thing down. Give me Charleston. I'm going to take the 6.5 points, or it's 5.5. 6.5 is this weird book on Tally site. 5.5. I'm going to take the 5.5 with Charleston. They've played the better competition up to this point. Oregon State, I think it was 326th in non-con strength of schedule so far. Charleston in the 150s. I'm interested to see what Oregon State can do in this matchup because I think this is one of the better teams they've played all season long. Give me the points. I think it's close.
Yep, I'll lock up Charleston. I think it's a one-possession game. Going to be a great game coming down the wire to open up the Hawaii event. Mac's been good in these neutral site games so far. Yeah, give me Charleston.
Yeah, I think Charleston wins that.
Okay.
Wins that game.
All right, let's
I'm
play
gonna
the
lock
music. Double lock on Charleston.
Yep.
Go Cougs. Go.
This might be the most under the radar fire game of the day tomorrow.
Who are we speaking of?
Oh, what do you think is going to happen in Louisiana's first game with a new head coach on the bench?
Dude, I was thinking about that. I think they're going to get fucked up. I think McNeese drills them.
This rivalry last year was through the roof. Hell of a game last year. I think it was a 2-point game, if I remember correctly.
And they have a transfer, right? One of the Louisiana
Joe Charles.
Yeah.
McNeese is minus 10.5.
Yeah, I think the line's telling.
Kempom got this game at 10. What the hell happened with Louisiana? We still haven't heard anything, right?
Haven't heard anything. I am
so that post-game press conference is going to be interesting tomorrow.
Karma's a bitch. McNeese by 20. Lock.
I agree with you, too. If you look at McNeese, the last 4 games, 4-point loss to Liberty, 7-point loss to Santa Clara, 3-point loss to Mississippi State. All 3 quality games fell just short. I think they're ready to open one up here.
I know, yeah, they've lost 3 in a row. Yeah, they're going to open up a can of whoop ass here.
And 3 in a row to D1 teams. They played Latorno and blew the roof off of them. But lock.
Folks by 20.
Team TCE.
Let's go, Will Wade.
Sick 'em. What do we got next? Oh, we were talking about this game, ironically, pre-show. Georgia's minus 27 against Charleston Southern.
Lay it. I'm not betting this.
Why not? You sounded interesting in the pre-show.
They've covered every one. They may slip up one and win by 25. I don't want to be on the one that they don't. I've rode them in a couple of these, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay it with the dogs too. Holiday, I'll be hesitant. Cincinnati's minus 29.5 against Grambling. They don't cover this, right? After the Dayton win,
they fuck up teams in these bye games, though, man. Like the Big 12 and SEC, they drill these teams. I'll lay it. I'm not betting it though.
I'm taking the points. They start Big 12 play next week. Ryder and NC State play tomorrow.
What is this number? Take the points.
It is 19.5 in favor of the Wolfpack.
But NC State is a pretty good bye team. Front runners. Give me Ryder, man. They've lost like 7 in a row. They could pop up and cover one, right?
I'm going to take NC State.
Okay.
Early season, they were rolling in these games. We have Southern and USC playing each other tomorrow. And USC is favored by 16.
USC has been covering. Is this too
their last 3 games have been impressive. 24-point win against Washington, 26-point win against Montana State, 21-point win against Northridge.
I'll take Southern. I'll take the dog here.
I'm looking 2 years ago.
Lost by 13 the other night at Ole Miss. Lost by 17 at A&M, a game they led.
Yeah.
This is a lock.
I don't know.
Jags for me. USC ain't going to cover everything. I like the spot. They were awful on Friday night. Bounce back for Southern. They lose by 12.
I'm going to take the points, but no bet for me. Let me take you to another lock. Grand Canyon's going to blow the roof off against St. Louis.
This game is actually on campus too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Grand Canyon gets right here. We'll double lock this. I'll join you here.
Yeah, St. Louis is just injury filled.
Yeah.
I mean, they're missing Kellen Thames now. Kobe Johnson has not been what has been advertised. Larry Hughes is hurt. They have Avila back, but
he's not healthy.
Not sure if he's 100%.
Yep. Grand Canyon momentum headed into the break. Let's go.
Yes. Yep. They've
looked like shit. This is a game they unload too.
I think they win that one by double digits.
Yep.
With you on that. Yeah, I don't know if I said the line there, but they're -8.5. Next up is Wyoming and Fullerton. Where's this game? It's at Wyoming's at Fullerton.
What a random ass game.
Why is Wyoming hitting the road to Fullerton here?
Wyoming's been playing all these fucked up games.
I mean, Wyoming just put 92 on Bellarmine the other night.
Yeah, I feel like Fullerton's the right side.
They've had a week off.
Yeah, give me Fullerton. Fringe lock text the picks page. That's all.
This line smells.
I mean, Fullerton's probably better. My boys.
I'm going to take Wyoming because the line's short. But
Wyoming's not the same team away from Laramie. That's for damn sure.
That reeks. You want to know another line that reeks?
Who you got?
Loyola Chicago laying 7 against Oakland. Shouldn't that be a little bit larger?
Probably, but I kind of want to bet Campy in this event.
Can't be in Valentine or Buddies, but I don't know if it's Buddies enough to only win the game by 6.
I don't think Loyola Chicago's that good.
Oh, I kind of disagree.
I mean, outside the Princeton game, what have they done?
Well, I mean, their schedule hasn't been great, but
Campy's 3 straight losses out on the island. He's getting up. Give me Oakland.
I can't wait to see Campy on the island.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
I'm taking the Ramblers.
Are you locking it?
No. Pass. That was another one that smells.
Oakland money line.
Oh.
Campy get up spot, baby, out on the island.
Lemoyne plays Notre Dame tomorrow and are catching 20 points against the Fighting Irish. Notre Dame, the first basketball game after the big celebration after they own the state.
Yeah.
In college football.
Give me the points with Lemoyne.
Notre Dame hasn't really blown these teams out this season. I'm with you. I'm going to take the points. North Alabama plays Loyola Marymount tomorrow. And LMU is -5.
North Alabama's not the same team when they hit the road, though, for the most part. I mean, they did win at ECU.
They did.
Marymount's found something.
They have.
I kind of want to bet Marymount headed into the break. I think they ride this momentum in there.
Yeah, Marymount's won 6 of their last 7. The only loss is to Colorado State and what was a thumping. But in that mix, a win against Belmont, Wyoming, and Nevada, and UC Santa Barbara. Those are 4 good wins. I'm with you on LMU.
Marymount.
Georgetown plays Seton Hall tomorrow. Mac, did you have a lock in this game?
Yep. I like I said, Georgetown's banged up, 9-2, playing really good basketball. However, Shaheen Holloway as a home dog is pretty damn good. Seton Hall will win the game outright. So give me Shaheen Holloway and that Pirate team, 3 straight losses. Let's go. Give me the Pirates. They're going to grind it out. Get some stops defensively. Tight game here.
I'm going to go Georgetown for the sole reason of I think Thomas Zorber is a matchup nightmare for Seton Hall. The biggest hole on this roster in the preseason when we were handicapping this team is I don't think Seton Hall has very good big men. And I think Zorber is going to have a hell of a day tomorrow. I think they win, and all you're asking them to do is win by more than 1.5 points. I'll take the Hoyas.
Shaheen Holloway, baby. Outright. Next up.
Another great game tomorrow. Utah State at St. Mary's. The Gales are -5.
The Gales are -5. And this game is on the campus, too.
At Moraga. Utah State enters this game after a loss to UC San Diego.
Utah State outright.
St. Mary's didn't play well against Merrimack last game. Both of these teams probably want to make a little bit of a statement here.
Yep. I'm on Utah State. I think we get a war here, and I think Utah State wins.
Really?
I think they're gonna go into St. Mary's and get a win.
I'm on St. Mary's here.
Okay.
I think this is a matchup of styles. St. Mary's another team that wants to just muck it up. Utah State wants to fly. I think it benefits the home team. They'll have the crowd, a little bit of it, I think. Give me the Gales.
Want to battle?
Nah, pass.
Go Aggies.
All right, third game of the Diamond Head Classic, opening round. Nebraska and Murray State. Nebraska hasn't played in a week.
I like Murray. Take the points of Murray.
I'm going to take Nebraska. Murray has not played well against better competition this season, and I think it's a coaching mismatch. So, Hoiberg. Last game of the night at 11:30 p.m., Charlotte and Hawaii. Hawaii is -5 against the 49ers here, and this is the lock for me. Not only is this a standalone game, but it's also a body clock lock. 11:30 tip-off Eastern time for Charlotte. This game's going to be ending at like 1:30. I mean, dude, this is a very obvious play for me.
Yeah.
Rainbow Warriors fighting bows.
I'm with you. I'll lock up Hawaii. Oops. I like the spot. Let's go Rainbow. All right.
That concludes the slate. Mac, favorite plays of the day. Do you have yours ready?
I can make it ready. Hold on. Let's go through the list here. I like Towson early to snap their 6-game losing streak. I like Grand Canyon to roll by double digits against St. Louis headed into the break. And I like Shaheen Holloway as a home dog against Ed Cooley. I like taking Cooley as a dog, not as a favorite. Give me Seton Hall and Shaheen. Let's go.
All right. My favorite play tomorrow is Hawaii. Not only could it be a late night chase for some of y'all out there, but I think it's maybe one of the games you should go heaviest on. That's my favorite play. American plus 13.5 against Virginia tomorrow is my second favorite play. I think they could challenge to win that game. Virginia off a give it all you got game against Memphis. American just had a bad loss to St. Joe's. I think they get up for this big brother regional game. Number 3, VCU minus 18.5 off the New Mexico loss. And they catch Will and Mary after a big win against Richmond, who's staying in the city to get drilled here by the Rams. So we align there on VCU.
Let's go.
There we go. That's the show. Follow Mac on Twitter at moneyline_Mac. Follow me at NoahB77_. You can follow the show at TCE on SGPN. You can follow Colby Dant at the Colby D. He's the typical host of the show. Tonight, he was hosting the College Football Playoff Recap Show. If you're interested in hearing his perspective of the 4 blowouts, go over there and check it out with him and Patty C. You can follow Patty at Patty C831. We'll be back here tomorrow once again. We'll be back 23rd, 24th in some form or fashion to preview the day 2 and day 3 of the Diamond Head Classic games and the stragglers in between. Last year, I remember doing one show totally on my own, but that's the goal of TCE. We pick every single game of the entire year against the spread on this show. So thank you all for tuning in. Over 500 you guys live across all platforms here at 3:30 a.m. on Saturday night. We appreciate it. Mac, you want to close offer any closing thoughts here?
Yeah. Could be a lazy fucking subscribe. The race to 15K is on. You may not see me till Friday. Stay tuned. We'll see.
Mac heading out to Utah.
No, that's the next week.
Oh.
Going up to the DC area.
All right.
Family. So, yeah, you may not see me again until Friday. So, if I do not talk to you guys, Merry Christmas and see you on the post side of Christmas.
The 26th, 27th, and 28th, I will be at my family's cabin. Wi-Fi is pretty spotty up there. So, plan is to still be here at least on the back end doing the production, but at most maybe on the show. We'll see. But yeah, that's going to conclude today's episode for Sunday, December 22nd picks. You've been listening to the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we are. Where's my music? Out of here.
Looking forward to catching up to some slate.
Yeah, for real. I slipped through the slate today in some form or fashion. I got to catch up on some of the games. I missed Auburn and Purdue, my beloved Purdue. Isn't this outro music great? We usually just